Dear friends, we are in session 4 and day 3, and today we are going to reflect on the Our Father. First of all, the disciples asked him, Lord, teach us to pray. I think this is our prayer also. We have to continue asking the Lord to teach us how to pray. And when he was requested, he gave them the Our Father. And it is very important to understand that the Our Father is very, very short, but full of meaning. And it is very interesting that Jesus tells us also how. He says, when you pray, go into your room and close the door, and your Father who listens in the secret will listen to your prayer. So in a way, we have to be alone with God. We cannot, that does not mean that we have to be closed into our door, into our room, but we have to be inside of us, we have to be alone with God and talking to the Father, not just asking or complaining, but talking to our Father, a Father who loves us, a Father who wants to help us. And then he gives us that beautiful Our Father, which we are going to reflect together. Then the basic attitude at the end of the Our Father is forgive us our trespasses. Okay, if we are not able to forgive, we cannot say the Our Father. That's so important. But let me go through a little bit the explanation of Saint Augustine in the letter to Proba. He says, first of all, we say the words of the Our Father because we have to remind ourselves. We don't have to tell God what he has to do or what we want to do because he already knows. He already has in his mind. Actually, it's God himself who is teaching us and telling us what to request. So once we say, hallowed be your name, it's reminding us that our basic attitude is to sanctify, to magnify the Lord. Look, even Mary in the Magnificat, she begins by glorifying and magnifying the Lord. Then the second says, your kingdom come. Yes, we have to remind ourselves that Jesus is coming. His kingdom is coming into our lives. And we have to keep reminding that for ourselves. Then say, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Again, we have to keep reminding ourselves that our joy, our life is in the will of God. And doing it in a beautiful way like the angels in heaven are doing the will of God. Then he goes, give us this day our daily bread. You know that daily bread is everything that we need. You know, it's not just physical bread, but the bread is what we really need, mostly in the spiritual way, because that's where we really find the joy. That's where we really find a conversation with God. And then at the end, he says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those. Remember, if we cannot forgive ourselves or forgive others, we cannot receive the forgiveness of God. It's automatic, because we have to learn the language of God, which is forgiveness, in order to receive that language of God, which is forgiveness for ourselves. Then he goes, lead us not into temptation. Yes, we have to remind ourselves that we are under attack constantly by the devil, and so we need his constant help. And then finally, deliver us from evil, because we have always the temptation, the weakness to fall into evil. And so when we fall into evil, we lose the contact, the discourse, the conversation with God. And so you see that the Our Father also is very much centered on the whole idea of prayer. Prayer as a conversation with God. Bye-bye.